If you're a B2B SaaS company, your strategy to get customers into your pipeline probably doesn't work anymore. And you might be thinking that maybe the problem might be your product, your sales team, or your ad budget. But in reality, the problem is simply because the B2B buyer's journey has fundamentally changed. It's no longer the same as before. In this video, I'm going to share with you the old way versus the modern B2B demand generation system that you can put in place in order to get qualified leads that will convert right into your business. So let's get started. I'm going to start with what most B2B companies still do today. A lot of B2B SaaS companies still rely on gated content such as lead magnets in order to generate leads for their business and then hand these leads over to the sales department, and the sales department will follow up these leads and wonder why they don't actually convert, without realizing that most of these leads are not actually qualified leads. In reality, most of these leads are not looking forward to purchase your product or service. They are looking forward to educate themselves about your product and service. So most of the times, they will go all over the internet and even binge watch most of the contents of your competitors, such as YouTube videos or podcasts, long before even filling out a form. When most companies actually generate leads using these techniques, and their CRM is filled with over 500 leads. These leads are people that actually want to educate themselves about your product or service. They are not ready to convert, they're not ready to purchase your service. You need to understand that the modern B2B buying or buyer journey has fundamentally changed. It's no longer a straight line. Actually, you need to understand there are 6 to 10 people influencing the B2B purchase process, and most of these people prefer to stay anonymous, until they are 80% done deciding on whether or not they purchase your service. So if your strategy to capture leads actually exclude this 80%, it actually means that you are automatically invincible to the key process of actually making your buyers purchase your product. The next thing we are going to discuss the 2 modes of marketing, which I believe you have to employ in your business in order to improve your B2B strategy for your SaaS company. The first one is demand generation, and the second is demand capture. So you must be able to know the difference between demand generation and demand capture. Demand generation is all the activities that your company carries out in order to generate awareness of your product or your service. So this may include thought leadership content, social proof, podcasts, YouTube videos. This helps educate the buyer long before they are ready to buy, long before they actually enter the market. Whereas demand capture is all the activities that you do to capture the buyer that are already intending to purchase your product or your service. Demand capture activities aim buyers that are actively searching for your product or service and are ready to buy. So activities that you might actually employ to capture the demand is paid advertisement, search engine optimization, just name a few. So what you have to do as a B2B SaaS company is to focus on demand generation. You must create content and make the content available on all social media platforms that you feel or think or know that your buyers can actually be present. So you're going to already nurture them, you're going to help them, you're going to teach them about your product, about your service long before they enter the market. You must first of all audit all your current activities and classify them, either demand generation or demand capture, and you must identify the gaps, and you must shift at least 30% of your efforts towards demand generation so that you educate buyers long enough before they enter the market, so that when they are ready to purchase, they are going to look for you. So I hope you found this video helpful. In my next video, I'm going to focus on how you can create your ideal customer profile so that you're able to create content that is very targeted